what else are you looking forward to seeing in the draft tonight? What's your opinion there?
We've been asking the question this morning, the most intriguing player. You know, just something to chew on, okay? I think Penix is fascinating, all right? Because the stock is down, and then now the day of the draft, it's going further down, depending who you listen to, further up. If he clears the late first round, the late single digits, the teens, he gets in, I think it gets really interesting then. And I don't just want to just shout Cowboys into a crowded theater, but they're at 24. They never move up. They don't do that in the first round. The last time they did in the first round was from Morris Claiborne years ago. If he gets in striking distance, I'm watching Dallas. Because there is a trend in the league right now of guys just looking at their quarterback, who they like, who perform, who are good people and good teammates, and saying, I just think it's time. The Vikings moved on from Cousins. The Lions moved on from Stafford. The Packers moved on from Rodgers. Is it time? Does Jerry Jones have it in him for one last hurrah to say, Dak, we love you. We've been fantastic, but I think it's just time. I would stand and applaud if the Cowboys drafted a first-round quarterback tonight.
Ooh. I would absolutely love if that happened tonight, because having you put that into my world, what I'm thinking, I'm now going to finally put out there.
Let's go.
Okay. For Jerry Jones to say that he's going all in.
Come on.
And then his definition of all in is nothing like the definition of everyone else's version of all in. I mean, and we were talking about the other day, I mean, he's from Texas, okay, where you know, the concept of all in was created for a poker game named after Texas, okay? Right. And for him to go ahead and have a grand total of 6 signings, that's what all in is. And then his concept of going all in, and there they are right there, NFL.com free agency tracker. And by the way, we've been referring to this all free agency long, like the Jerry Lewis telethon. We've been updating. We've been hitting timpani.
They've been very disrespectful.
No.
Because you got to put some respect on our long snappers.
Yeah,
name.
sure.
Okay.
No. I mean, it's with a grand total of 6 maneuvers. 4 of your own guys being re-signed, only 2 guys, and then so we put up a tote board, and that's Jerry. That's Jerry Jones's head on Jerry Lewis's actual body.
See, that 6 is going to represent the next Super Bowl.
And then we update the tote board. It's 6.
It's only at 6.
It's only at 6.
Call in now, guys. Jim J. Bullock and Captain and Tennille are standing by. You never know. You might get lucky, and they're happy to take your pledges for the Cowboys to do anything resembling all in.
Leighton Vander Esch is standing
He's here.
by.
We got Dat Nguyen, folks. He'll take all your calls. We'd love to have you. Miles Austin is sitting there with a corded phone. Please call.
We never thought as to who would be the people at the phone banks. We never thought about that. But I appreciate it.
By the way,
my long-winded, long-winded setup of saying that if the ultimate is now the way to actually supplement this roster going all in is using draft choices, and he uses his most valuable draft choice on a quarterback, that would be off the charts.
That's all in right there.
But with Trey Lance already sitting there.
Right.
I mean, you've got the 3rd overall pick. Like, Sean Payton's got the 2nd overall pick from the 2021 draft. Dallas has the 3rd overall pick from the 2021 draft. The Jacksonville Jaguars have the 15th overall pick, and the Steelers have the 11th overall selection. And for Dallas to use that draft choice on Penix would be off the
It'd be amazing.
Well, it's content Mardi Gras for sure for us.
Yes.
A couple of things would have to happen. They would have to obviously love Penix or whoever the quarterback is. They would have to have seen Trey Lance and not like what they have in him. And they would have to look at the finances of Dak and say, we love you, Dak. We love you. I think we're going to restart this thing. And it'd be wild. Their heads would explode. But I'm here for it.
So you're also thinking right now, what Too Close to Comfort was Jim J. Bullock's best work ever?
Well, that Hollywood Squares. I know him from the Squares.
I'll take Jim J. Bullock for the block have been said on planet Earth.
Who do you think Jim J was above, Rich? I picture him above Jackie the Joke Man Martling, and I think Whoopi was the center square for a while. I don't remember, but Jim J was crushing it on Hollywood Squares.
He was bottom center a lot.
He was our generation's Rip Taylor.
That's true.
Without the confetti.
That's great. I love it.
He used to mug so much you figured he'd have a handle on the side of his head.
Shadow Stevens was always on Squares.
Shadow Stevens.
This is good.
Shadow Stevens.
This is good. They're on the telethon.
What are the Cowboys up to? I mean, honestly, what in the world the reaction by Jerry Jones to being one and done by the Green Bay Packers is something that's going to reverberate, still is, where he's saying basically what he told Jane Slater, our colleague, who was on Good Morning Football with you today.
That's more.
And she, his answer about that he is that they are working on contracts for Dak and CeeDee Lamb and Micah, even if they're not actually working on them. He's thinking about it at 2 in the morning. It's bothering him. He's thinking about it, which is enough for him because he's an option quarterback that it has every possible inch left before the boundary for him to pitch it. But if he does pitch it, he wants to see more leaves on the tree or wants to see more plays. And it was just some wild answer, And then Schefter sitting in this seat yesterday and Pelissero with no socks also came here.
He said a lot of ankle yesterday.
And both of them say that there has been no meaningful conversation on a contract for Dak, and he's the first domino that has to fall.
It's because they're getting ready to draft Penix. Here's what I feel, Rich. My question every year for the Cowboys, and I ask it respectfully, how is this Cowboys team different? Are they special? It seems to be kind of always the same team. So to your point, as we're getting ready for the draft, where everything's fresh and everything's new, and we're going to go all in, what news nugget do I see scrolling across the bottom of the screen? They might have a reunion with Ezekiel Elliott. Come on, guys. What? That's what we're doing. I love Zeke. He's a great Cowboy. He jumped in a kettle once a long time ago. We got to do something bold. We got to. And I don't know if it's drafting a quarterback, but I don't see anything different. The coach isn't different. The quarterback isn't different. They have a good wide receiver. I've seen a lot of those with them. It's great. I'd like them to be different. This would be the all-time different.
Catch the Rich Eisen Show every single day on the Roku channel, 12 to 3 Eastern, for free.